Classical republicanism was derived from the Romans and is described as the common good of the community or doing what is in favor for the majority of society.
We the People is a competition that's held at the district level as well as state and nationally. And this is a competition in which students show their knowledge of the Constitution and what they've learned about American government. It's been going on since the late 80s, and in our county we have many high schools that participate. And so it's a great program. I want to say this is the best example of American democracy in action. The students engage in civil discourse with community members and really practice being an adult citizen in our community.
As a people are inevitably the government's true source of power, and we do have a say. The Declaration of Independence states, whenever any form of government becomes a destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter and to abolish it.
Well, when I first started teaching American government, I was looking for a program that would help get the kids engaged, help the students obtain the skills to become better citizens. And actually, when you think about the skills that are involved, we want the students and citizens to understand the fundamental values that affect us as human beings. We also want them to have the learning skills, analytical reading, speaking, listening, exercising critical judgment. And then we also want them to have the civic disposition to be able to work together in a group to solve the complex problems that face us as a community and as a society. And this event combines all of those skills. For the students to do well in this event, they have to improve their skills in all of those areas.
We've been participating in this competition in the We the People program for the last 10 years or so now. With the Career Academy, we've been the pioneers of really organizing the event for our district. This is the capstone project of the program. So instead of just ending the year with a multiple choice test, students are doing a performance assessment. They're actually speaking on what they know, that they're writing as well. They prepare statements, written statements, and they answer follow-up questions on the spot. So it's very real world, and it really gives you a good insight into what they know and what they're capable of.
Well, we've been working on these specific statements that we've, went out there and spoken for a couple weeks now. I would say upwards of a month, but not only does it take a while to actually prepare the statements, prepare what you're going to say in front of the judges, but it's a lot of time beforehand knowing what you're talking about, learning the things. It's not just any old course where you go sit down and take a test for U.S. history. This is actually involved, and you have to know what you're saying and not just throw around a bunch of words.
If you just study in a book and it's kind of memorization, it doesn't bring it down. I mean, the Constitution is, do I have the right in my school locker to keep certain things? Does the principal have the right to come in and do that? This is the kind of thing that's going to have an impact on students, not just during their high school years, but it may take something like this program to wake up somebody and say, I didn't understand it until I participated here. And the more of an educated populace we can have, the better off we're all going to be.
Recently, the girls' state weightlifting finals returned to their roots at Bellevue High.
We actually had the first 5 or 6 championships for the state here at Bellevue before the state got involved. We had a few glitches, the first time we did the state in a while, but yesterday was basically a little rough, but the day was very smooth. We made the corrections that we needed to make, and everything went well.
Roughly 1,400 attended the two-day event. Those numbers surely boosted by Lake Weir having 11 lifters qualify for state.
We have our principal here, which is great, our AD, and a lot of the family that probably wouldn't be able to travel if it was in Kissimmee. So yes, it's a blessing to have it here in our own backyard. We've come a long way in a very short period of time. When we first started the program, we barely had 12 girls. So to go from that to having close to 40 girls the last 2 years and qualify 6 last year and get 11 this year, it hasn't soaked in yet, but later on it will. But I'm proud of them though.
Daddy Frey was constantly on the move, as it seemed somebody on his team was lifting somewhere at any given time.
It's part of my workout. That's my workout for today.
Unlike the behemoths of a strongman competition, these girls are generally already lifting weights as training in other sports.
We try to get girls from any other sport to come out. It's going to help them in every other sport they do. The majority of our girls are track runners, but we have girls, we have cheerleaders, we have girls that run cross country. It's a great way to get in shape and build confidence. And I love the sport because it's laid back and everybody's so supportive of each other. The lifters, the coaches, it's just a very positive environment. It's very emotional. It's very emotional. And to see an athlete make a mark or make a lift that they've never done before, it doesn't matter what place they get. That's a success. That's a bonus. And that's what we promote. We promote the individual success. It's not about the individual awards.
As far as individual awards go, Lake Weir lifters claimed 1 second, 1 third, and 2 fourth place finishes, leading to a third place finish as a team.
So the Science Fair is kind of our premier competition in this district for STEM-related projects. These students have worked very hard, and the projects range. They're not just your traditional science projects. We have math, we have computers, we have robots. It's amazing what we have. And so these are our best and brightest scientific minds in the district. Some of these projects have students working in labs at universities. They might be working in agricultural settings in the field. They might be doing, ecology studies. Schools will find out about opportunities for students, for example, to go work at UF over the summer. And they might develop a science fair project out of that.
Okay, so what I did is I successfully designed in a CAD program and then constructed and 3D printed a mind-controlled robotic prosthetic arm. First I had to, the entire thing is modeled, it's the exact replica and scale of my left arm. I connected it up with the necessary hardware that it needed, basic machine bolts and nuts, and then there's servo motors mounted on the inside of the hand. And the servo motors, plus the 5 that are inside that control the fingers, plus the rotational wrist servo motor, are all controlled via this computer board, which is called an Arduino Mega 2560.
We range from 6th grade up through 12th grade, so it's a middle school and a high school competition. And we'll have opportunities for advancement for both middle schoolers and high schoolers. We'll take 8 middle school projects and 8 high school projects to state. And then we'll take 8 high school projects to international, where they'll compete with students from around the world.
Thank you guys for being here today. I'm so excited to be here and so excited that you're participating in Jump Rope for Heart this year. And I just wanted to come by and get to see all of you and get to see the demo team. We're so excited to have them. And thank you so much for being Heart Heroes this year.
Okay, we are a Jump Rope for Heart demo team sponsored by the American Heart Association. We are from Fort McCoy School, and we travel around to the schools in the community, and our mission is to teach people the importance of a healthy lifestyle and help fight heart disease and stroke, which is the #1 killer, and also show them some nice jump rope skills. Jump rope is an excellent way to increase your heart rate. It's a cheap sport. All you need is a rope and some music and some bounce, and almost anyone can learn to jump rope. All the students are super excited to watch our presentation, listen to the music, learn new jump rope skills, and then get on the whole team to go out into the community and help fight heart disease and spread the mission.